lovelies, this is Simspell and welcome to episode 38 of Niche Pirate Cove with the Sea Stag Tribe. It has been a while since we last played, a couple of days, and before we jump into the episode, I just want to direct your attention to the top right corner of the screen. I'm going to put a poll as to what name we should have for the newest ship, which is, hold on a second, this long ship over here headed by Captain Cannon and his mate, First Mate Sugar. So, you guys in the last episode left some suggestions for names that you would like this ship to be called, and I've gone ahead, compiled a list from the suggestions you guys provided, and added a couple of my own to 5 selections, which you guys can choose from. So please go ahead and vote, and then in the next episode I shall go ahead, see the results, and announce what name this ship ends up being. But before we jump into the episode, one of you lovelies did the whole population control thing as you normally do and left some suggestions as to what moves I should make on the White Hawk to ensure that we don't have no more females. Because, I didn't realize this, Captain Stella is the only female left on the White Hawk. And in the last episode, she had a stunning son by the name of Tide. So I'm very excited about his birth because he looks absolutely amazing, and he has kind of set foot in a new era of the White Hawk where a lot of the nichelings may just end up being white. I don't know. But you lovelies did say that Trap is older than Stella, even though Stella, hold on a second. 7, 5, yep. He is older than her by 2 days, so you said I should breed them, but I shouldn't have Stella have the child until Trap is passed on. So we could do that, and at least that way, we have a chance of having a girl. If they have a boy, we might disperse the boys to other ships, or maybe exchange a boy for one of the girls from a neighboring ship. I don't know, we'll have to see how that works out, but that is what we need to do. So I'm going to start off this episode by having Captain Stella jump over here, recognizing that her time will soon be over and she doesn't have any female presence on this ship, and she knows that that is something which is very, very important for the survival of her ship in future generations, to leave behind males as well as females. So she's going to go ahead and try and have another child. Their mutations are set with Trap. So, oh, that didn't work. That didn't work. I mean, oh, that worked. Oh, thank you, Trap. Well, that's fine and well. She's going to wait until Trap passes on before we have that child, as we have discussed. But I think the reason she would take this step instead of actually waiting it out is because I don't know if she entirely trusts the females in the neighboring ship, and as we have seen, the females in the neighboring ship do have a problem of their own. They are filled with females and they have absolutely no males. So we've got a little bit of a gender problem happening over there, so we might see some swapping in the future. But I feel as though, I don't know if you guys feel this, but I personally feel as though the nichelings, the crew on the White Hawk, have a little bit of a superiority complex, where they think they are so advanced, they think that they are just top of the line with all of the genetics they have, and they are the result of just generations of amazing breeding. Although I think Trap is literally just a second generation, or even third generation nicheling, I'm not too sure. I think it's a third generation nicheling on this ship. But it hasn't been that long, but they definitely feel as though they are top of the line, and I don't think he was very impressed when he went over to help out genetically this group over here. He only ended up having, I think, one child, and that was Captain Plum with the previous Captain Wave. So he does have a daughter, and he has a granddaughter in Wonder. So I think it's a little bit too close because these two ships are kind of cousin ships if you think about it. But yeah, I don't think Trap is very impressed with the females there, and he has returned over here. I think much more impressed with Tide. Although, yeah, to be honest, yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer because he also has 2 fishing, whereas everyone else, his siblings, they all have 4 fishing or more. So I think he's a little bit upset by that, and he's hoping that this final child will be better, but definitely probably feels a lot better about being back among like-minded nichelings and nichelings with strong abilities just like himself. Okay, so I think everyone we moved over here, we had some nichelings to jump around on this ship, Now, what was I was doing something in terms of population. Yeah, I was sending, if I remember correctly, Aqua. I was sending Aqua over here because he was compatible with the females. He was going to mate with Wonder, right? That's fine, that's fine. So let's get these lovelies moving on. And with that, we might even have some room for Gold and Style to probably breed. Yeah, I think they're going to have room to breed. I mean, they have room to breed now, but we need to get them moving. Okay, we're gonna do that. So let's get Aqua to race across. Oh, there's a bottle, but he is not going to be distracted because something is just driving him towards this other island where he can see a lovely female. Even though he doesn't know if he's inclined towards her, but I think when he turns this corner and he sees that beautiful red female in the distance, I think that's when his heart is just going to be just snared, captured, and he's going to find some new dreams developing for himself and his life. So that should be quite exciting. Okay, and then jumping over here. Obviously, we're not having any breeding or anything done on this ship until we have Aqua come over here. And in terms of age, how is everyone going? Captain Plum has a while to go. Sky and his sister Silver are definitely older, so we'll probably wait until Silver passes before we get Wonder and Aqua to have any children. We'll have to see how all of that works out, because they are contributing to some degree, so I don't think we'll be kicking them out or anything. But Plum is going to jump this way and snag a delicious bottle. Wonderful. And then her daughter is probably going to tumble out of the nest towards this nut, because that is the closest thing she can see to a food source. And then we were having these two go along the coast, see if they could find any fish. I don't think they were doing too good of a job, but they're still trying, which is great. And they inherited that spiky body, which I feel like would be more useful on land than it would be in the water. But hey, everyone is inclined to do what they want, especially since they are pirates, and pirates will be attracted to the seas no matter what abilities they have, right? Of course, unless you are a runt, but we haven't had one of those for a while, so we have been blessed in that regard. We have been blessed. Oh, I see a Razorina. Okay, jump down here, grab it. Sailor Dolphin, I'm so proud of you. Okay, Sailor Dolphin is going to get updated. Promoted is what I meant. He's going to get promoted to a, was it lieutenant? L-I-E-U. Tenant. There we go. L-E-I-U. No, I think this is the right one. He's going to get promoted to a lieutenant. So Lieutenant Dolphin, and then obviously I think we have senior, and then commander, and then senior commander. Yep, okay. So Lieutenant Dolphin, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. This is really exciting. Okay, and then Lieutenant, I think, is going to excitedly jump to Demon and tell him of what he accomplished. And what he accomplished in front of Trap, their older brother, which I think he would be the most excited about, because not only did he get to prove himself to the rest of his crew, he actually got to impress his older brother. And I feel like a lot of us maybe can relate to that when you have an older sibling amongst other siblings and there's a significant age gap between you. I feel like especially between the youngest and the oldest sibling, like if there's multiple, then you tend to want to impress them a lot. I don't know, I feel that, especially between same-gendered siblings. So I definitely think Dolphin is very, very proud of himself. Especially, I don't think he's trying to outdo his brother, but I do think he's very proud that he can show his brother, oh look, I'm so capable, love me. So that's kind of exciting and adorable, I must say. Okay, Demon, and he's taken some damage too. Like, what did I do to you guys? Did I drown you as children? I don't remember. He's gonna go this way and try and see if he can find something for himself. Okay, everyone is done for the day. No one is on a nest as far as I know. Nope, I don't think so. So let's just turn the day over, and we've got some exciting things to do. Was that Pearl? Was that Pearl? Did Pearl just die? Pearl! Pearl died, no! Okay, well, Pearl died. I'm upset now. But Captain Shark is over here, all the way on the other side. He wasn't even with his mother when she died. How could you, Shark? How could you? Okay, we need to start moving some of these nichelings around. But before we do that, I think we want our first mate Sugar to be mating. Oh geez, what did I do? Oh no, I was supposed to move her up on land, and now she can't have the child. Ugh, such an idiot. You know what? We'll wait this turn. We'll move her up here. Oh, look, there's a mole and there's some bundles. Captain Cannon is going to snag this bit of food, and then he's going to jump up as well. And oh, look, there's a race arena. So much bounty, so much food. Okay, they need to get that at some point. But they are getting started on their little family. They have left 3 children on this ship to help the population go on, because Cannon is originally from this ship. So I think he felt some sense of duty towards Shark and the others. Although Shark's line is, I think, going to be lost. Yep, I think Shark's actually, it might not be, because Sapphire is actually compatible with Shark. So, since we have 4 nichelings though, so we'll have to see who gets the breeding right. Is it actually Tsunami and Winter, or is it going to be Sapphire and Shark? At this stage, I think it's just going to be the nichelings. I think it would actually be Shark and Sapphire. The reason for that is, even though Winter and her brother Tsunami are compatible, the thing is they are siblings, so I would prefer not to breed siblings if I have the option. If I don't have the option and they're the only ones who are compatible on a ship, I will go for them. But since we do have some options over here, I think we're going to wait for little Sapphire to age up, and then we're going to breed Shark to her. So that's quite exciting. I completely did not realize that they were compatible, which is a very nice thing to note. Okay, so Winter's going to jump down here. See her sister. Oh geez, excuse me. See her sister for the first time, and I think she's going to destroy that nest and encourage her sister to step up here beside the bones of Pearl and just pay homage to her for a little bit. And then I think Tsunami is going to jump this way. He's going to see a berry bush, and he's going to do something that Shark has been unable to do, and so has Pearl, to be honest. He's going to destroy this berry bush and bring some food for his family, so that's quite exciting. Now these 3 are staying very close together, but Shark has been very isolated, and I feel as though he's going to stay that way until he finds incentive to come over to this side and see Sapphire, because he's going to see a mate in Sapphire. So he's just going to pluck some berries over here, being the isolated Captain Shark that he is. And I really don't know the dynamics of this ship, to be honest, but I feel as though Shark has, after that whole incident with leading a mutiny against his mother, I think, yeah, everyone that he led a mutiny with has kind of gone. This is a new generation that was looked after by his mother, and they respect her a lot. So I don't know, maybe he feels a little bit awkward, I guess, trying to lead them when he knows that they respected his mother so much. And I don't know if the children, like how much exactly the 3 nichelings, the children back here, Tsunami, Sapphire, and Winter, know about what happened between their current captain and their caretaker. But hey, I think things will solve themselves out eventually. And over here we can finally have, I think Gold and Style were actually on a journey to go ahead and find some Razor Arena along here, which, like, the nichelings on this ship haven't really done a lot of. But now they can actually think about breeding a little bit more because they have space. Sugar has left. Aqua, their youngest child, is now leaving to go into a whole other ship. The oldest remains behind with them, Firestone, but I think they have space to go ahead and think about expanding their family once more. So I'm going to get Style to go ahead and try breeding with Gold, and he has succeeded. And then Gold knows there's a nest nearby, and she's going to probably settle down over here and destroy this berry bush because I think she would be absolutely ravenous. And then Lieutenant Style would do the same over here. He would take down this berry bush that was in his way, for one, but also because those berries just looked so delicious. And Firestone, I feel like, is feeling a new sense of responsibility with a new sibling coming and just a new sense of adventure. It's a whole different thing. I mean, her youngest brother has gone off on his own, and she is sticking close to her 2 parents, but I think she is in a very adventurous mode right now. So I think we're going to throw her into the water. And oh look, she found a clam. Not sure if she can crack that. Unfortunately she can't, but she's going to try her best to find some fish and make a name for herself. And I think her dream is to actually become famous and rise to the top of the ranking system of this ship and become a senior commander before the title gets passed on to her. I don't know, I feel as though that's definitely a dream that Firestone would have. I think she wants to come back and, you know, as like a famous captain, so that'd be pretty cool. And she wants her names to travel across to all the ships. So I'll be excited to see if she can go ahead and, oops, achieve that dream. What the heck was that? Okay, an aqua. Now that he's turned the corner, I think standing on this ledge over here, he is seeing the teenage Wanda for the first time, and I think he's absolutely swept away. She is just so stunningly magical to him because she's got white claws where he has black claws. She's got red fur where he has the beige fur, and she's got those beautiful dark eyes, whereas he has blue eyes. So I think she's kind of like the opposite of him, and he's very enchanted by her. So he's gonna try and find his way down this precarious cliff all the way to the edge, and now try and find out how the heck he is going to cross this space to get to the other side. And he is very, very, very capable. Look at how much fishing he has. It's absolutely crazy. The amount of fishing is crazy, so I think he's going to be adding some very amazing genetics to this side. And I also think, likewise, the females on this side would actually find him very, very, very attractive, because he is bringing all these genetics that's been lost to them for a very long time, like the fishing tail and the other claw. So I think they would all be very, very, very excited about that. Of course, they're fascinated by him on the other side, but they're not paying too much attention right now because they don't notice that he's coming here. So we've got some story going on over there, and then I think Captain Plum, oh, she's going to stop a bit. She was hunting bunnels, but I think she's going to take a little bit of a break and pluck some berries. That's nice. She's plucking some berries, and I think her daughter's going to realize that, oh, just before she goes to crack this nut, her mother's going to just call across this little bit of grass and say, Wanda, that nut isn't going to crack with the equipment you have, dear. I think you might as well pluck some berries from the bush over there. So Wanda's going to listen to her mother, because why not? And then she's going to pluck these berries, because after all, I think she'll realize, you know what, those berries look a lot nicer than this nut. So she's going ahead doing that, and these two are going to keep trying what they have been trying for a while now to see if they find any fish. And yeah, they're not exactly making much progress, but I think Sky's going to try and jump out of the water because she'll be very frustrated with being in there, not finding anything. She's more capable up on land, but at the same time, she loves being in the water. She's got those webbed hind legs, so it feels good. Even though it probably is destroying a little bit of their spirit, but hey, it feels good, okay? And then we are going to get Firstborn Tide to jump onto the sand, I think. Even though he's too young to jump down into the water, and his mother's going to try and let him know that I don't want you to jump down in the water and start drowning yourself. You're too young, you're too small, even though the water is shallow. So she's going to wait for him to grow up before he's even allowed inside. But I don't think Stella sees anything wrong with making sure her son actually follows them on the beach to see what they're up to and learn all the tricks that they use to catch these Razorina, because that is a very prominent part of the White Hawk culture, especially because he physically resembles the White Hawk. You know, it's the name of their ship. He's kind of the symbol of their ship. I think she would want him very much to know what the heck he needs to do once he is of age to jump down into the water. So she's going to jump in here. And this ship, they're very close as a family, I feel like, but they also have this culture of just growing up very quick. So as soon as they have the children, the adults basically move on, and then when the children age up, they try their best to keep up with the adults. Or if they have siblings left behind, they carry on with their siblings and those sort of things. So it's a close ship, but at the same time, it's not a babying ship, if you get what I mean. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to move, yeah, Stella's going to try and move along here. She's not going to be having this child anytime soon. And I think Dolphin is going to move this way. Oh, Stella is going to jump up onto the beach, I think, because she's unable to make her way around that rock, and she's getting a much better view from up here. And I think Trap would do the same, and then he would jump down right next to Dolphin, and then keep going. Dolphin is going to keep going as well to try and catch up with his brother Demon, who is really going quite well. And Trap's got 4 days, and Demon has 3 days. Oh, I think, yeah, Demon's younger, but I think Demon was the one who got drowned. So, yeah. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, he is younger by a day, but he's gonna die before, unfortunately. Yeah, he's gonna die a day before Trap because I think he accidentally I think he was too excited when he was young and he jumped into the water, and that's kind of affected his life. So anyways, with that said and done, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I apologize for the long wait to finally get this episode out, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.